ToonGrin.com.
Like, we'll go on to the Spider-Man one next, which I'm actually kind of excited for. Like, I've never been one to, like, super Spider-Man stuff, but Spider-Man's looking cool and all that.
In response to what you're saying, though, Raga, yeah, you know, we're literally judging only 2.5 minutes of footage randomly spliced together. It's a trailer, though. The whole point is to entice.
Yeah, so you are able to basically comment on it and basically have your opinion on whether you want to go see it or not.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know how many people said the same thing about, like, oh, you should see Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles before you judge it. Saw the trailer, read the leaked script. Yeah, you know what? This sounds like garbage. Didn't see it. People who saw that first movie came out and told me, yeah, it's garbage. What a shock. The whole point to a trailer is to entice you, to bring you in. It's like a free sample. I'm going to still go see it. I'm still open to giving it a shot. I'm just saying from that trailer, you didn't entice me. That's all I'm saying. But we're going to give the next trailer a shot, and it's going to be Spider-Man.
Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's see.
And
already the animation is, like, incredible.
Miles, yeah, gotta go.
If you want me to drive you, we gotta go now.
Dad, I'll walk.
Personal chauffeur going once.
It's okay.
Seriously, Dad, walking would have been fine.
Breaking news, Spider-Man saves the day again.
Spider-Man. This guy swings in once a day, zip, zap, zop, Nancy.
No.
Accountability.
Speed up. I
You
know
know,
these
with
kids.
great ability.
Miles, man, you get arrested?
Gosh, don't cops run red lights?
Well, yeah, some do. But, not your dad.
I like his dad.
In your universe,
Yeah,
there's only
it's
one
funny.
Spider-Man. But there is another universe. It looks and sounds like yours, but it's not. My name's Miles Morales.
Hey, kid. You're like me. How?
I knew my day would come around this time.
I know it's complicated.
Just had to get my soul.
You want to know what happened to you? I can teach you to be Spider-Man. I love this burger. It's so delicious. One of the best burgers
That's
I've ever had.
Peter?
Whoa.
You have money, right? I'm not very liquid.
Wow,
but
he looks like a bum.
He looks like Adam Sandler.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person. One thing I know for sure, don't do it like me. Do it like you.
Brooklyn!
Stop us now. Hey, I'm all in, I'm all in. I ain't worried about a loss or a new friend. Never worried about a fraud or a new bitch.
Oh, Prowler. Goblin.
I see this spark in you. It's amazing. Hands up! Whatever you choose to do with it, you'll be great. I love you, Miles.
Yeah, I know that.
You gotta say I love you back.
Dad, are you serious?
I wanna hear it.
You wanna hear me say
I love you,
it?
Dad.
You're dropping me off out of school?
Dad.
Look at this place.
Dad, I love you.
Dad, I love you.
That's a copy.
Time to swing, just like I taught you.
When did you teach me that?
I didn't. It's a little joke for team building.
Hey guys,
Aw,
Okay, who are you?
I'm Gwen Stacy.
Come on.
damn
How many
it.
Spider people are there?
Save us a Comic-Con.
What's coming?
Let's go!
Damn it. Oh, I hate Spider-Gwen.
What's wrong with Spider-Gwen?
Her only gimmick is that she's Peter's dead girlfriend from another universe where she's not dead. That's her character. It's stupid. Like, it only exists because if you know the Spider-Man mythos, oh, remember that girlfriend he had that's dead? Here's a reality where Peter's dead and she's the superhero. That's it! That's all she has to work with! Here's the thing, okay. I'm gonna start with the things I don't like, and then I'm gonna go into the things I like. I hate that Peter Parker's in this. I do. I wanted Miles to be... I wanted him to be on his own. I wanted it to be his story. And here's the thing. I love the superhero mentor angle. I've always loved the idea of an older superhero coming in and training the new blood to take over. That stuff's great.
Yeah.
But I'm so burnt out on Peter Parker. I'm so sick of Peter Parker. And In this movie, he looks like a loser. I'm so sick of Peter being a loser and being pathetic. He looks like a 40-something-year-old Adam Sandler looking loser in this. I'm so bored and burnt out by it, and I hate the Spider-Verse stuff because I've read the comics, and hopefully they're not going to use really any of it, because the Spider-Verse story... No, dude, it's so weird, and it gets so convoluted if they were to bring it in. You think you're confused by basic comic stuff? Yeah. This has multiversal travel, Spider-Mans from different realities. There's a Spider-Man who's like a god, and then they're hounded by vampires who want to eat them, because if they eat the spider people, they'll become the gods of the multiverse. Like, that's the crap that Spider-Verse is. And you don't want that in a movie. It'll make it complicated.
Yeah.
But, like, the stuff I love that's there, the stuff with Miles, the stuff with his mom and dad, him going to school, that is all fantastic.
Yeah, I love that. Like, that whole scene with his dad and such, that's adorable.
That bit at the end, that sells me on wanting to go see this movie. Yeah. That scene with his dad in the cop car where he's like, you have to say I love you, Dad.
No, I don't
really do this. You gotta say I love you. Can I love you? I love you, Dad. Copy that. That is what's selling me on this, is that piece.
Yeah, because it's the human piece. That's just the new Spider-Man of Miles.
Because here's the thing. A lot of people argue we don't have enough representation in the superhero medium of people of color.
Yeah.
Miles should be able to be his own Spider-Man without needing Peter Parker to be there. Because we have Peter Parker. He's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's not going to be in that terrible Venom movie coming out. I mean, maybe it'll be good, but let's be honest here. It's probably going to be terrible. It's Sony. Actually, that's another reason why this is kind of scary, is that it's Sony.
Sony Pictures Animation.
Sony doesn't really make good films. Not really. They can make okay stuff.
Yeah, I am really still excited for this because I just still love the animation in this.
I love how it looks like a comic book.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I love like the little yellow bubbles just popping up as you.
Yeah, the text boxes.
Yeah. That was a cool scene.
Yeah, I think there's visually this will probably be one of the most stunning films of the year.
Yeah, I think so.
It's so different. Because thinking of like what we have this year, we have. Is the Lego Movie next year or this year? Lego Movie 2.
Yeah,
okay, well, we're gonna watch the trailer for it after this, though. So.
Well, in comparison to like all the other movies this year, like that was like one of the most original ones that I've seen in that sort of animation stuff.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a lot of short films online with that sort of style in it, but this is the first like animated movie in like theatrical theaters that it has been like that, from what I know about.
Yeah.
And that's gonna make me want to go see it immediately. It's just like I want to see that style on the big screen and see what they actually do with it, and hope it does well enough to basically make other people like brave enough to basically go that way, basically try that hard in their animation styling.
I am annoyed Peter's there. I'm annoyed Gwen's there because I'd rather have it be small and about Miles and just him, and maybe give him his own villains. Because I saw Green Goblin was in there, even though he looked dramatically different. Green Goblin, as far as I could tell, never looked like a big old dragon dude. I mean, he kind of did in Ultimate Universe, but not to that degree.
I think we can be a little bit more, I don't know, fair towards the movie, because that could just be the whole thing. It's just like, how did Miles and Peter meet? Oh, he was just having to fight Green Goblin. They smack together, he beats Green Goblin, and that could be the rest of the movie with Miles' supervillain for that.
I wonder if they're going to have other villains. It goes by fast, but that image where it's like a big dude and he's like silhouetted.
Yeah,
that looks
explosion.
That looks like it might be Kingpin.
Yeah, it might be.
Because Kingpin is...
That would make sense, because that could connect to Miles' dad and such.
Yeah, who's a cop.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hope Miles' dad doesn't die.
I hope so.
Because the Spider-Man thing's gonna be like, that's his Uncle Ben, and I'd hate that. Because that's the thing too, is that when people reimagine like superheroes, they tend to forcibly keep things that happened for pathos sake. Ooh, Liev Schreiber is going to voice Kingpin.
Oh.
Liev Schreiber, he was the main villain in the terrible MLP movie.
Yay!
Hey, to be fair, he did a great performance in that.
Except he just wasn't written very well.
That's not his fault.
Yeah, I know that's not his fault.
He's the actor, not the writer.
That is fair.
Yeah, Lord and Miller are involved. Lord and Miller are good. They're the Lego Movie. I think they also did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I think that was them.
Okay, so there's definitely a lot of things going in the movie's favor and such.
Huh, the exact same month, the girl playing Gwen Stacy will also be playing the girl from the Bumblebee movie. Well, at least she's getting in all the major franchises, so I mean...
Yeah.
At least she's getting her career set. I'm willing to see this movie. I'm almost excited to see this movie.
I'm honestly excited to see it. Like, I've been like a little bit into Spider-Man for a long time now, and that's
Spider-Man's great. Like he's that's one of the reasons why I get upset at the notion of ideas where it's like, oh, his dad will be like his Uncle Ben, and it's like it's a new Spider-Man. We don't have to have the formula that Peter had, and I hope they don't do the formula like Peter had. Like I hope they don't do the cliche.
Did Miles in the books have that? Had sort of that the Peter origin?
I could have swore I heard his dad in the books was an asshole. So this might already be dramatically different from the books.
Well, I would like that rewrite that.
Oh yeah, no, me personally, I think when it comes to comic books, especially these adaptations, you need to pick and choose like things.
Yeah.
Because if we were keeping true to canon, there was a small stint in Captain America where he was like really creepily a bigot and sexist. So he's like, why don't you get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich? Ha 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 ha! And you're like, no, Cap, what are you doing? Oh my God!
Grandpa, what are you saying that for?
Hey man, you leave Grandpa Steve Rogers alone. He was there on the beaches of Normandy. He fought on D-Day. He has the right to say horrible, horrible things to our neighbors and friends.
He doesn't.
He earned it. They took his shins. I'm open to this. I am, because I think, first off, I am a very strong proponent for the idea of, I think there should be more diversity in comics and in movies, especially movies on comics. Because people are always saying, like, oh, there are not enough diverse characters. There are plenty of diverse characters. You know what the problem is? The studio only seems to pick the white ones.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous. Like, Blue Beetle exists, Hispanic kid. Miles Morales exists, black kid. Static exists, black kid. His best friend is gay. There's diversity all around you. All you need to do is just pick the damn thing. I don't know why 9 times out of 10 it's like, let's just do a white superhero. I mean, it doesn't help that most superheroes who were created are created by white people.
Yeah.
And from like the 40s. Because I remember when they were talking about like, oh, what if we did a Batman movie where Batman's black? And I was like, Bruce Wayne's black? I'm down with that. And the rumor was like, oh, Denzel Washington as Bruce Wayne. Hell yeah, that sounds cool. They were even talking for a while. They were like, freaking Idris Elba, the guy who played Shere Khan.
Right.
They were like, him as Lex Luthor.
That would be cool.
That sounds awesome. Why didn't we do that? Here's a scrawny, whiny little white kid. Wow, so instead of making a big, intimidating dude, we literally went the other end of the spectrum and made someone that we all think we could kick the crap out of. Crackerjack job on that one. I'm down for the Spider-Verse. I am annoyed at the things of, as a comic book fan, I have the knowledge, and I'm cursed with knowledge of like, I hope it's not like Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but as someone who has no knowledge of it, bliss in ignorance.
Oh yeah, no, you do have bliss in ignorance, because you're not sitting there and you're like, oh, I hope Morlun doesn't show up with his family, and they're gonna be like, eating spider people gives us power. It's just so delicious. And then we'll go to an alternate universe where Uncle Ben is Spider-Man. But everyone else is dead because of the nuclear holocaust. And spiders are like 50 feet tall.
That's weird.
Only one good thing appeared in Spider-Verse, and I'm not joking about this.
Yeah.
One good thing appeared in that comic. All the Spider-Men, with the exception of Spectacular, the one you liked,
yeah,
that wasn't allowed to be canon because Sony refused to let Marvel have it. But Spider-Man and his amazing friends from the 60s, they were canon. They got viciously murdered, and you got to see them like beaten to death and bleeding like to death in their house. It was horrific. They had the Spider-Man. Do you remember Hostess fruit pies? Like those little snack cakes?
Yeah.
Marvel used to always run ads where like the heroes would fix things with a Hostess fruit pie.
Right, yeah.
Hostess fruit pie Spider-Man got killed by Morlun and got eaten. But the best one, Super Sentai Spider-Man exists, and you think he dies, and he shows up, and then his giant mech shows up behind him and like hugs him, and the Sentai Spider-Man looks at him and he's like, Leopardin, I knew you were too strong to be defeated. And it's like, yeah, Sentai Spider-Man's alive! And it was just so awesome. I hope Sentai Spider-Man shows up.
Oh, that would be cool.
If this is Spider-Verse, that's the only thing I want from that book. I want Super Sentai Spider-Man who has a magic watch that summons a costume, rides a motorcycle, and has a giant mecha. I want that in the movie.
We'll see. we'll see this Christmas.
What else was coming out this Christmas? There was another one. Was it Wreck-It Ralph coming out this Christmas?
No.
Bumblebee. Wow. That girl is going to have 2 movies in the same month around the holidays where she is a lead character.
She's going to be bathing in money by the end of it.
Good for her. At the very least, good for her.
Good for her.